Hi everyone, Janie here, and today is the first Valentine card video in a series of Valentine card videos that I'm going to be doing over the next couple weeks because Valentine's Day is just a few weeks away. So, without further ado, let's get started. The things I'm using today are this Coca Rosa hollow heart cutting die from Inlovearts. And I think it's not only perfect for Valentine's Day, but also for birthdays, weddings, and anniversaries. And I'll also be using the Inlovearts Valentine's Day themed dies and stamp set. And it comes with a variety of love-themed sentiments and 6 images with 6 coordinating cutting dies. And these elegant papers are from Victoria Designs. It's the Shabby Roses printables. And I'm not using everything I printed. Some of those are a sneak peek at my project for next Saturday. And of course, I have to add a little shimmer with some of the Recollections foil cardstock. Here I'm using my Creative Craft Products stamp platform to stamp Always and Forever from the Inlovearts Valentine's Day stamp and die set. And I'm using Memento Tuxedo Black ink. And because this is the first time I've used this stamp, I am stamping it twice to make sure that I get a really nice dark image. Okay, I wanted to point out that even though this die will cut out this entire image right here, I only needed the center of the heart to cut out the Always and Forever. Otherwise, I could have just cut out the entire image like that, but I didn't have any pretty colored inks to stamp that with, and so I just didn't want to waste it. So I'm die cutting around the sentiment with the heart wreath die, but like I said, I'm just going to be using the center of the heart for the card, and I'll save that outer heart for something else. And talking about the center, I'm cutting the center from the foil cardstock that I'm going to be using for the bottom layer of the card because no one's going to see that anyway, and I'm die cutting the hollow heart from that centerpiece. And if you're wondering why I'm not using my Sizzix Big Shot Switch Plus today, I love it, but until I have a craft room again, it's a little difficult to move it around a lot to record. Okay, now it's time to start putting the card together, and I have a pre-made card base that'll be A2 size, so it's 5.5 by 8.5. Folded in half, it will be 5.5 by 4.25. And that is the perfect size for adding this frame and making sure that everything fits together there. So I'm just going to use my Beacon 3-in-1 and we'll start doing this. This process is pretty basic, starting with gluing on the first layer, and then once I get that on and lined up perfectly just the way I want it, then it is going to be time to glue on that Victoria Designs Shabby Roses. And as you will see, it completely covers the empty space of the first layer, so no one will ever know that that had been cut out in the center. Not only is it a great paper saving technique, but it also helps prevent your cards from getting too bulky from the layers. Next, I'm gluing on a heart-shaped paper doily, but I'm only adding the glue to the center and a few random places, leaving the edges loose. I'm trying to center it in such a way that the roses that are at the top and the bottom are still visible. Next, I'm going to use a spray adhesive to adhere the hollow heart because I don't have a glue with a fine tip and I can't spray anywhere near my camera, so I'm doing that off camera. And now that that's adhered over the doily, to finish the card, I added adhesive foam squares to the back of the heart that has the sentiment on it. And I added a drop of glue to each square to ensure a good hold. And then I popped that up in the center. And there we have a beautiful Valentine. And now it's time to stamp a sentiment on the inside. I usually don't do that on camera, but today I'm using a very special sentiment from the Valentine's Day stamp and die set. It says, "Gone from our sight, but never from our hearts." A dear friend of mine and I both lost our husbands in 2022, and it has been very hard on us losing our soulmates. And I know Valentine's Day is not going to be easy, so I'm actually making this card for her. Thank you all so much for stopping by. And here on the screen, I have put pictures so you can get a better look at the card and the true colors. And if you're looking for some cutting dies to make your Valentines with, I'm going to have links below in the description box to all of the dies and stamps I'm going to be using on my Valentines over the next few weeks, and of course a 25% off discount code for Inlovearts to save you some money should you decide to shop there. But even though you'll be able to see all of the dies I'm going to be using in my upcoming Valentine videos, please be sure to come back for some inspiration and see what I make with them. Happy crafting, everyone. Bye-bye.